Welcome, Scorpio. Welcome to today's collective tarot reading. Whether this message finds you by chance or at exactly the right moment, I'm grateful you're here. Today we are reading from the 78-card Tarot de Marseille, one of the oldest and most respected tarot traditions. These cards do not write our future in stone. Instead, they offer symbols, reflections, and stories that can help us look deeper at the choices, patterns, and energies surrounding our lives. Take what resonates with you and leave behind what does not. Before we begin, if you enjoy these readings and would like to support the channel, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who may need this message, and subscribe so you don't miss future readings. Now, quiet your mind. Trust your intuition. And let's see what story the cards have chosen to reveal for Scorpio. The first card is the Nine of Cups. This is where our story begins. The Nine of Cups is often called the card of wishes, satisfaction, and emotional fulfillment. It speaks of a moment where someone looks around and thinks, "I finally have what I wanted." A dream may have been reached. A goal may have been accomplished. A desire may have been fulfilled. But this card carries a hidden question. When you finally get what you thought you wanted, does it truly satisfy you? Or does it only create the desire for something more? The Nine of Cups reminds Scorpio to look beyond appearances. Because sometimes the greatest illusions are not the things we fear losing, but the things we believe will finally make us whole. The second card is the Five of Cups. This is where the energy shifts. The Five of Cups speaks of disappointment, regret, and focusing on what has been lost. This card brings a warning. Sometimes we become so focused on what has ended that we fail to notice what remains. There may be grief connected to the past, a relationship, a choice, a missed opportunity, a version of yourself that no longer exists. But the lesson of the Five of Cups is that loss does not mean the entire story is over. Some things leave because they were never meant to follow you into the next chapter. The third card is the Ten of Cups. This is a powerful contrast. After the sorrow of the Five of Cups comes the Ten of Cups, the card of emotional harmony, connection, and a deeper sense of belonging. The message here is that healing is possible. But there is a question hidden within this card. Are you building true happiness? Or are you chasing an image of what happiness is supposed to look like? The Ten of Cups asks you to look deeper. Real fulfillment is not created by perfection. It is created by honesty. The fourth card is the World. This is the turning point. The World represents completion, cycles, and the end of one journey before another begins. Something is reaching its final chapter. A pattern, a mindset, a situation, a version of yourself. But endings are powerful because they create space. The World reminds Scorpio that sometimes holding on to something that has already completed its purpose can prevent you from receiving what comes next. The question is not only, what am I losing? The question is, what am I finally free to become? The fifth card is the Magician. This is where the power returns. The Magician represents creation, ability, and using the tools already available to you. But this card comes with responsibility. The Magician reminds us that power can create or destroy depending on how it is used. Your thoughts, your choices, your actions, they are all tools. The question is, are you using them to build the life you want? Or are you allowing old fears and old patterns to control your direction? Now we turn to the hidden energy beneath the deck. The Devil. This is the shadow beneath the entire reading. The Devil represents attachment, temptation, unhealthy patterns, and the things that quietly control us. This is not a card meant to create fear. It is a card meant to create awareness. The devil asks, what has power over you? What do you keep returning to even though you know it drains you? What promises comfort but secretly keeps you trapped? Looking at this entire spread, a deeper story appears. Scorpio begins with a desire for fulfillment. Then comes the pain of recognizing what was lost. Then comes the possibility of true emotional healing. Then comes the completion of an old cycle. And finally, the power to create something new. But underneath it all sits the devil, reminding you that before you step into a new chapter, you may have to confront the chains you cannot see. The warning of this reading is not that something bad is coming. The warning is this: do not allow old attachments to steal your future. Do not let temporary comfort keep you from permanent growth. Do not confuse familiarity with destiny. Scorpio, this reading carries the energy of transformation. Something is ending. Something is being revealed. And something new is waiting to be created. The question is whether you walk into that new chapter carrying the weight of the past, or whether you finally decide to put it down. Thank you for joining this collective Scorpio reading. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments which card stood out the most. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel and become part of this growing community. Until next time, trust your intuition, face your shadows, and remember, the greatest transformations begin when we finally stop running from the truth.